Okay, welcome back. One of the ways that we share the Dharma at the Abbey is we write to inmates in prisons, really across the country. And over the years writing to them, it's been quite an education in terms of when I first started thinking that they were so different than any of us, which was, of course, quite naive and not so helpful, actually. And over the years, many of these inmates have such strong Dharma practices. And today I wanted to read a little excerpt from one of the inmates that wrote recently. It just really struck me how clear his mind is and how he's really working on his mind. So let's see. And just to note that he is in prison in Texas, and for some reason he is, I think maybe because of his bad behavior in the past in this prison, he was put in a vacant wing of death row. So basically he's in a cell by himself, quite isolated from anyone else. And so he writes, I've been going through a lot in my life lately. I've been here alone in this vacant section of death row for over 2 months now, and I've had a lot of time to really reflect on things. I'm tired of everything always having to be such a constant battle with me. I'm tired of feeling the drive to push the envelope with people about things. Do you know what I mean when I say push the envelope? It's like saying press the issue or make a big deal about something or continue the issue. I don't want to keep going down the same old road with people, especially with COs and administration. COs are correctional officers. Because it never gets me anywhere, and I end up having to go through the same things over and over again with these people. A large part, the majority of the cause is me, specifically my ego and false pride and self-righteousness. I end up cutting off my nose to spite my face or winning some ultimately meaningless victory. So this, of course, not only is very clear and heartfelt from him, but also I think any of us can really reflect on our own behavior and see how we've really pushed the envelope and tried to win some really meaningless battle. And after we win, what do we get? Maybe created a bit of negative karma. And so it's really helpful to reflect on when we start getting really tight with something and holding on that it has to be our way or we have to win, and really to be able to recognize when we're in that place and to really open up our view, open up our hearts, and really set that battle down. As long as we as Buddhist practitioners are engaged in that kind of activity, we are really consumed with the meaningless affairs of this life, and we really aren't doing much practice when we get involved in those things. And so to really train ourselves to let it go, to set it down, to open ourselves to have a much broader view so that we can let our heart open and bring some kindness to the situation and not feel like we have to be right or that we have to win, whatever the situation is. And if we can do that over and over again, then we will have less wasted time in this very short, precious life.